The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, the throw.
This guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Miami's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Unloads quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change at all moving forward. But David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of the...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick-6 here in the first quarter. and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's Beck. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Smothers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Grabbed into the middle. It's Daniels. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Zings it complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Right on the money. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's back. Going for 6. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cade. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They'll try to get it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. NC State going up tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So,
oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, NC State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Motion from the wide receiver. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Oh, he didn't spike it, looking to pass. That's caught, it's Fletcher. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half. You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. To the air, it's Beck. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Cole finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Got a man. It's Smothers. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Fletcher. Shows him the stiff arm. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Man, sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, what a cut! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. There's There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown Hurricanes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. That's reeled in. It's Marion. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find some...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense. giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Hurricanes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's Smothers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. When you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game, the offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Lyle. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games. QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation